Hello, welcome to a 10-minute yoga routine for runners to do perhaps after a run or when you're feeling a bit tight and sore. We're going to start in a kneeling position, tucking our toes under. You might want to just maneuver the pinky toes manually, and we're just going to sit back on the heels, getting a stretch in the bottoms of our feet. Sitting up tall through the spine, maybe closing off the eyes here. This is quite an intense stretch, so just take a few deep breaths and notice how the posture feels in your body. Lovely. Just coming forward and maybe tapping out the feet slightly. Coming to a regular kneeling position, we're going to walk our hands back behind us and lift the knees to stretch out through the shins, giving some love to where we feel a lot of impact with our running. Shining open through the chest, breathing here, breathing into the stretch. Exhaling, letting the knees come back down towards the mat. We'll roll forward onto our hands and knees, bringing our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Dropping the belly on an inhale, lifting the gaze for our cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to chest for cat. We'll take that a few rounds in our own breath, moving with the inhale and the exhale. Really rounding into the shoulders for your cat pose, pushing the ground away. And letting the belly sink down towards the mat for your cow. Perfect. On our next breath, we're going to tuck our left toes back and under, coming into a calf stretch. And you're welcome to find some stillness here, or you can move back and forth, rocking on those toes just to open up through the back of the leg to start with. Before making our way into a low lunge, so bringing that left foot between our hands, sinking the hips down towards the mat, shining the chest forward, maybe coming onto fingertips to give yourself some space. Opening out through that right hip flexor. Lovely, letting the gaze lift if possible. And exhale, we're going to push our hips back towards that right heel, straightening out through the left leg, coming into a hamstring stretch, coming into our half split. Pointing the left toes towards the ceiling, letting that leg stay active. Folding forward towards that left leg, inviting any movement you need. And inhale, walk the hands forward, bringing the left foot on the outside of the left hand this time. Sinking the hips down, coming into our lizard lunge, opening out through the hips. Inhale, left arm lifts, coming into a twist. Drawing that left shoulder back, maybe the gaze lifts up towards that left hand. Exhale, bringing the hand back down to the mat and pushing the hips back for a wider half split. Walking the hands forward. Inhale, coming back to our lizard lunge, sinking the hips down towards the mat. There's the option here to come to the forearms if you want a bit of a deeper stretch. Perhaps even coming onto the blade of that left foot, opening out through the inner hip. And you can always place your left hand against your left knee to open out. Just coming to whatever variation you feel like you need today. And breathing when you get there, taking some time for yourself. Perfect. Making our way back to tabletop, we'll take that to the other side, tucking the right toes under, coming back to that calf stretch. And again, you might want to find stillness here, or rocking back and forth on the toes, just noticing any sensations here in the body. And on our next breath, bringing that right foot between the hands, coming into that grounded low lunge, sinking the hips down towards the mat, letting the gaze in the chest lift, opening out through the left leg. On your next exhale, we'll push the hips back towards the half split, opening out through the hamstring, and again pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Noticing the sensations differing in this posture and folding over that right leg, maybe letting the head relax down slightly. Inhale, walking the hands back towards the foot, bringing the right foot to the outside of the right hand and sinking the hips down lower. Inhale, right hand up and over, opening out through the chest, maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale, bringing that hand back down towards the mat, pushing the hips back just for a breath, coming into a wide half split, walking the hands forward if you can. Exhale, sinking the hips back down towards your lizard lunge. Option here to come down to the forearms if that's comfortable. And again, you're welcome to roll onto the blade of that right foot, using your hand to open out that knee a little bit more, opening the chest towards the right knee, just coming to whatever variation feels right for you, knowing that one side might be different to the other, and that's okay. Exhale, bringing both hands back down to the mat, coming back through our tabletop, coming into that low lunge on the left side again, lifting up through the torso, inhaling the arms up overhead. We'll drop that left hand down onto the left thigh, or perhaps the lower back, and the right arm is going to come up and over. Notice where you feel the sensation here, trying to tilt the pelvis down towards the mat. Bringing the right hand behind you, we're going to tuck the right foot up, coming into a quad stretch. And you might just have your right hand holding onto your right foot, bringing it towards your hips and back. Or if you have the steadiness, you can bring the left hand behind you as well to open out through the chest. Breathing into the stretch here, letting the exhale soften your quads a little bit. Perfect. Coming back through to tabletop. Take it to the other side, bringing the right foot forward, inhaling the arms up overhead into our low lunge. Letting the right hand come down to the hip or the thigh, leaning the left arm up and over. Opening out through the psoas, through the hip flexors here. Coming into that quad stretch on the other side, bending the left knee, bringing the right foot towards the hips, towards the lower back. And if you have the balance here, bringing the right hand round to hold the foot with the left, opening out through the chest, letting the gaze remain steady to help your balance. Perfect. Exhale, coming back down through tabletop, hands underneath our shoulders. We'll tuck the toes under and push the hips back up towards the ceiling, coming to our first downward facing dog. You can take a pedal out here, bending one knee and straightening the other leg, taking it to either side. Inhale, gazing forward, we're going to bring our left knee behind our left wrist, coming into pigeon. You can stay lifted here, opening out through the hip, or you can come down to a forward fold, bringing the belly over the top of that thigh, coming down onto your forearms. Taking a breath here, just opening out through the hips and the thighs again. Inhale, using your hands to walk you back up, tucking the right toe under, stepping back to downward facing dog. Taking to the other side, right knee behind the right wrist, opening out, left ankle behind left wrist. And again, you can stay lifted if that's enough, or you can come down to a fold, making your way towards your forearms, folding your torso over your right leg, taking your breath low and steady here. Using your inhale to walk you back up. Coming into a kneeling position, we're going to interlace our hands behind our back, pushing the fists down towards our feet, towards the mat, just to open out the chest, giving our arms some love. Usually when we're stretching, we tend to neglect our arms after running because we don't realize how much we're actually using them to power us through. We're going to come to a bit of a tricep shoulder stretch, Bringing the right arm across our body, using our left hand as a bit of a lever. Keeping the spine long. Taking it to the other side, left arm across the body, right arm as a lever. And we'll just take a few moments here, bringing our hands to the knees, taking a deep breath together, showing ourselves some gratitude for what our bodies can do, showing ourselves gratitude for showing up to the mat today. Thank you for practicing with me.